Hi, my name is Rebekah, never Becky, and today I'm going to be doing a quick video talking about movies and TV shows that's keeping us entertained during this time. If you guys have any suggestions about movies or TV shows I should be watching, please leave them below. I will be telling you guys some really cool shows that I'm watching that maybe you guys would like too, some nice little suggestions. And I must say, the Clark sister movie came out, guys, on Lifetime. If you haven't watched that movie, go watch it. And if you don't know who the Clark sisters are, go Google them right now. Just go ahead. I'm giving you a pass today. Go ahead and find out who the Clark sisters are. Get back to me. Watch the movie on Lifetime. Let's get into this. I need to tell you guys so much more. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out my foundation, and I'm using Chestnut by Born This Way. That's the foundation I'm gonna be using today. So I wanted to get on and talk about entertaining movies that are out right now. I feel like the Clark sisters for me was one of those I had to watch. Anybody that watched the Clark sisters, leave me comments below, guys. I want to know what you guys like, how you guys felt, if you guys ever even heard of the Clark sisters. I grew up watching, listening to the Clark sisters. Karen Clark Sheard is one of actually my favorite singers out of the group, and I'm sure if you watched the movie you know why, but I loved her from day one. Of course, those crazy notes she was able to hit, it was very fun to watch their story. It was really entertaining. I think when you have a parent that tough on you, you have no chance but to be great. So to watch the Clark sisters story about their mother, wow, I was really floored. I couldn't believe how intense their childhood was. But not only that, I think it's so amazing that her mother knew that about her own children, like all 5 of them. She just knew that her children was talented, and whether they wanted to be or not, they were going to be talented. And I think that was really inspiring to watch. At least from my perspective, I felt that was really cool to see, you know, just a single parent basically who wanted greatness for her children, and she made sure that she went after it. I feel like that was cool. That was, like they said, and they made jokes, she was the Jackson 5, but that woman did that, so I give that kudos. So that's a show and a movie, I should say. It's not a show, it's a movie. It's the Clark sisters. It is a movie. It's about gospel singers. Gospel sister singers. They are like a big group now. They're a big deal, guys. If you've never heard of the Clark sisters, look them up. If you have, let me know how you felt about the movie. Leave the comments below. I think that is a really cool show to watch, guys. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the Juvia's chocolate palette. Can you guys see these beautiful colors? I'm gonna be making a smoky eye with this palette, a all chocolate smoky eye. I do want to go ahead and go back to the shows that I'm watching. So another show that I'm watching, guys, is a show that's called For Life. If you guys were into Power, I'm sure you guys are probably following with that show. 50 Cent produced it, so I'm curious to see how he's gonna relate this show over. I only got into like 1 episode so far. I will say I'm not quite impressed, but it is interesting because it is based off a true story. And I love documentaries, true stories, things like that. So I will stay watching. I just don't know for how much longer. We'll see. It's a good story though. I will say it's worth watching, but different stroke for different folks. So I understand if you guys are not like completely sold on that show yet. It's really difficult because it's dealing with real issues to get into it. So I understand when people are not like completely sold into a show yet. So, you know, we'll see. I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out. The next show that I'm watching is Insecure, ladies. I'm watching Insecure. I've been watching Insecure. I'm so happy it's back, especially during this time. We need for the shows to be coming back on a timely, you know, manner, because we are just desperate for things to do. And I feel like, you know, games are fun and all, but it's like what really counts is what we can literally watch. And stay engaged in. So I love Insecure. I think if you guys don't know any good shows, here are some really good shows to watch. I think Insecure is a really good show for the ladies. Good Girls is a really good show just in general. I love Good Girls. I cannot get enough of them. They are amazing actresses, and they give you what you're looking for in that show. Like, it's so entertaining, guys. Another good show I will definitely tell you guys about that I'm watching right now is Black Monday. I don't know if you guys have heard of Black Monday or seen it. It's on HBO. Black Monday is basically about, you know, being in stocks, and you know, you're in that corporate world, and it's back in the 80s, so it takes you back in a different time during the stock period. I love it. I definitely would recommend this show to anybody. They're on their second season now, but their first season, amazing. Love, love, love. I cannot vouch for everything that's happening in second season, but first season, I'm sold. I was sold at the first season. There's some really, really, Regina Hall's in it. I love it because Regina Hall's in it. So if you guys haven't seen Black Monday, go on HBO, go watch Black Monday. You will be stuck to that show. If you don't have anything to watch, go watch that. That's gonna be a really nice show to watch. Another, like, my guilty pleasure to just watch and binge is The Masked Singer, guys. If you're not watching The Masked Singer, you're losing out right now. So go right now to Hulu and go binge watch Masked Singer. That's very entertaining, and it has to do with singing in a very, like, you know, masquerade type of way. It's so nice, and then their costumes are so glammed up. I love it. I love watching the costumes. I love seeing how they bedazzle or how funny it gets. Like Thingamajig, I don't know if you guys watched this, sorry if I'm giving anything away, but Thingamajig is one of the people that I loved from the show, and once I realized it was an athlete, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck, because I didn't think that people, or at least athletes from different industries, like, I'm surprised who they're getting, because it's just like, you will never guess half these people, but some of them you're gonna know. I know for me, I'm pretty good at voices. I love music, so for me, I know certain voices. When I hear them, it's just automatic. And then others, it's like, wow, I didn't ever think that person was gonna be on this show. There's a couple little surprises in The Masked Singer. I love that show. So if you guys are into like singing competitions, I think that's a really, really extravagant show to watch. Nick Cannon makes it fun too. Another show that I want to say I would love to probably start watching now that we're in quarantine, we have time, is, what is it called? Give me a second, guys, I'm Googling it. Juvia's Place, the chocolate palette. I'm just gonna be making a smoky eye with this one. But what I was saying was, another show that I love to watch is House of Cards. It's on Netflix. That's a really good show. If you guys don't have anything else to watch and you haven't seen, House of Cards is a really good show. Very political, about presidency and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting show to watch, guys. I would definitely encourage you to watch it if you haven't seen it on Netflix. Another fun show to watch is House of Lies. House of Lies is a really good show. It's an old show. It is over, but again, these are good shows to watch if you haven't seen them. I'm into mystery shows. I'm into like documentaries, so you know I watched, you know, what is it, Lion King, King Lion, something his name is. I watched that documentary and I honestly couldn't make it through it because it was just too much. I just was like, I'm overwhelmed. I thought he already, you know, they caught him. It was just like ongoing. It was intense watching that show on Netflix. I believe it's called, I'm gonna look it up, guys. It is called Tiger King. I have watched Tiger King, guys, and I honestly couldn't get through it. I don't know how any of you guys got through it. It is so long. I was so shook, like, oh my God, okay, so they caught him, and then what happened? Oh no, there's another episode. I don't know how long the episodes were, or how many episodes it was, I bailed out, guys. I couldn't handle it. My brain was on overload. And I'm sorry, guys, if you guys are like, what happened to her outfit in the beginning? It's so hot in my room that I just went and changed my clothes, and I didn't like the earrings, so I changed my earrings as well. So that's what happened. I apologize, but it's honestly so hot, and San Diego's been raining the last, I want to say 10 days, if not 2 weeks straight, and now we're getting a little bit of sun, so it's getting hot. So sorry, guys, I had to do an outfit change on you guys. If you guys are like, didn't you just have a whole nother outfit on? Yeah, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's me. I'm gonna go in with a brown shimmer that I'm looking at here. I may take it, actually, I may just go ahead and do this color. I feel like this is safe, and I don't wanna be safe today, so I'm gonna try this color here. Just curious to see what it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing that now. You guys know I like to wet my brush when I'm doing with shimmers. I'm not sure how this shimmer is gonna be portrayed, so I'm kind of scared, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go for it. Who cares, right? Go for it. I'm gonna also, I think what I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm gonna take these two shimmers that's in this palette, and I'm going to use them both, and then I'm gonna take this lighter color here, and I'm gonna put that in my tear duct. Everything I'm gonna do to my face concerning the eyes is gonna come strictly from this palette. No other palettes. I'm not gonna even do it. I wanted to so bad, but I'm like, you know what? Not gonna do it. Gonna stick to my guns on this one, guys. So I've got some, I don't know what, again, this color is, so I got that color on my brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray it now. This is the finished look. I'm absolutely loving it, simply because it was easy for me to achieve with this chocolate palette from Juvia's. I was able to stay in this palette, not dip into any other palette, not to mention I was able to contour with this palette. It's a staple in my life. I will never let this palette go. I definitely say it's worth buying, guys. If you don't have this Juvia's Place palette that's the chocolate version, I love the chocolate version, just because I don't have any of these colors. I genuinely don't have any of these colors, anything like this, and it just made it so easy to create. Like, I can't believe I did this with only 6 colors. Like, I did almost a whole face with only 6 colors, guys. So that to me is amazing. It's worth my money. I don't have buyer's remorse. I actually need to go buy some more, even though I just bought more. I want more Juvia's Place palettes, guys. So I'm probably gonna buy all of the series from her new collection. I think this is her new collection. I'm not sure what the trio is called, but I think it's a trio, or there's like 4 of them. I'm not sure how many, but whatever it is, I'm going back. I'm getting them all because I need them now.